Papplz? Papplz. Papplz. There's some hope, Papplz. Papplz. Come back. Come back. I'll never let go.
This is why I said, just let go!
Hello everybody, welcome to the Maroon Mercenary's review on Human Fall Flat. Today I'm here with a special guest and another upcoming YouTuber, Papplz.
Apples.
Aren't you an apple?
Wait, I'm an apple?
Yeah, you are an apple. Anyway, Human Fall Flat is known as a puzzle platformer game, but I think it adds the element of physics as well because the player is trying to control the human and the environment. This game was created by No Breaks Games and published by Curve Digital.
You jump into the game, and you get small bits of information here and there from a disembodied voice talking about how real humans do. You don't need to tell me how real humans do. Can't you see that I'm moving on?
I like the slow track system because if this game was a class, this system would act like the lessons. The player learns a mechanic in a level for most of the game, and then the final levels more act like the examinations. Because of this, some lesson plans are presented through tutorials. These tutorials are displayed in a video format, and this is a good way to learn the basic functions of this game. For example, you need to look down to grab the items or other players on the ground. It's okay, but what they could have done to improve is to implement videos for everything, including what buttons, mouse actions, or analog sticks are needed to execute these actions.
It's really creative in how it gives players the ability to either learn on their own through trial and error, or find those little lessons on the ground. I mean, I didn't even go into the menu and look at the button layout the first time I started playing, and nothing went wrong. What?
I said nothing. Go on with what you were saying.
And you can figure out the puzzles laid out before you in a number of different ways, meaning that if you want to explore and try and find a new way around any of the challenges, you can. You can either pick the obvious path,
or hop onto a dumpster to scale a wall, bypassing most of a level. You can go on this adventure alone or in multiplayer. In multiplayer, it is still co-op instead of competitive, but it gives you a lot of room to mess with your friends while playing. I mean, am I right?
I like exploring, and you just had to be all like, oh, look at me, I'm gonna take the easy way and just not. Fine, whatever, it's okay. No one's mad about it.
Right. The graphics are in 3D, but they are created in basic shapes. It works for the most part, but if you take the time to notice the trees, they seem to be more of an eyesore. The texturing is pretty primitive as well. Overall, though, I think the lower quality of graphics give more immersion to the game instead of trying to match a AAA title. The animation for the human seems to be a little off and rather derpy, but I find that actually charming, if not laughable at times. Speaking of animations, the rest of these animations seem to flow smoothly, but when walls break, it seems to be more choppy than the rest. Not saying that choppy animation is a bad thing.
really shows that quality gameplay is more important than just being a pretty face. Speaking of which, the ambience is quite soothing. Little bits of music from time to time, but otherwise just the sounds of nature to gently tickle your ear holes.
Ear holes? How can you even hear?
What exactly are you implying?
I'm implying that you, sir, are indeed an apple. I have low-quality microphones to process sound, so I'm wondering how you can hear it.
Am I not wearing headphones? Come on, that should be obvious.
Headphones? Headphones? But that only adds more questions.
Always with the small details with you reviewers. You're so nitpicky!
I can't believe he's walking away from the review again. Anyway, this approach to audio is hit or miss for me. It would seem to be the least budgeted area of the game. Either stick with the ambient sounds or keep the music on repeat when in certain areas. If I'm playing in single player mode, the changes from ambient sounds to music seems off-putting to me, but at least in multiplayer mode, I'm usually chatting with people not to notice this problem. There isn't really much in the extras department other than having a more blunt approach to the buttons layout for gameplay and a one-stop shop for tutorial videos. But
They give you a surprising amount of character customization, which is great, but detail freaks and artists, be warned. I crafted a masterful self-portrait only to have it not save because the game reverted my character details when I wasn't looking. One word, save often.
I personally had a blast with the customization mode. It took me a while to actually paint my avatar, but it looked exactly how I wanted it to be. And I found out if you have a drawing tablet, it will let you use that to paint instead of a mouse. However, I too have my own warning. Really take your time painting your avatar. You might encounter drawing lines incorrectly or even painting over parts by accident. Overall, I love this game. Either way, you can't lose playing it in single player mode or in multiplayer mode. However, multiplayer is a bigger win than it is in single player mode. The possibilities seem endless, and come on, launching friends out of a catapult is always a bonding experience.
There's a lot to love about Human, the Decumbent Descent. From the fact that the game doesn't hold your hand ever to the way that it allows for any of multiple correct answers to the questions it presents you. It doesn't insult the player, and that's refreshing.
I couldn't have said it any better myself. So to you viewers, I highly recommend Human Fall Flat. It was a pleasure working with you on my show. Did you have a good time?
Wait, with what?
Well, with working with me.
Who are you again? How did I even get here? Is there an Uber in the area? Hello? Hello?
Summon a lift for him. I don't trust him getting back to his channel alone. This is the Maroon Mercenary with Papplz and our review on Human Fall Flat. Hey everyone, I just wanted to take the time to thank you for seeing this review. I would also like to thank Papplz for taking the time out of his schedule to help out with this crossover. Be sure to watch his videos on Human Fall Flat as well as his other videos. I will provide links to the descriptions below. If you liked what you saw, please hit the subscribe button as well as the notifications bell icon next to it. Once again, thank you very much.
Well, I'm free.
Falling, now he's flat,
Flat
falling, now
falling.
he's